I will call Brother Omar. Please come here and then give us a little detail about our Gifford Masjid, and inshallah later Sheikh Junaid will brief you a little about our Madrasa, and inshallah the Mufas program will be a little briefing will be given by Brother Skandar, inshallah. After that, the program will be, our Sheikh will inshallah conduct our fundraising tonight, and after fundraising there will be dinner, Shah Salah, and then the conference, inshallah. And then after Isha there will be a very important talk as well, inshallah. So I will just request all the brothers, please, let's celebrate our community, inshallah, be together, and inshallah we will enjoy the whole night, inshallah.
Yeah, go.
Then I gotta go forward to my WhatsApp contacts because many groups I sent it to. Sent it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just changing the link because we sent it to the groups. Oh, that's right.
The banners are not fully visible.
Okay.
I'll change it.
Zoom out. नहीं वो मतलब restart.
Alhamdulillah, it's a great blessing of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being able to come out and serve the deen of Allah. And as the Rasul mentioned, mashallah, Guildford Islamic Center, this whole year has been very busy. We're already at the end of the year, last day of the year, subhanAllah, time just flew by. So, subhanAllah, throughout the year we've had many programs, mashallah. Starting from Ramadan, it was a very busy Ramadan. We had a big fundraiser, alhamdulillah, as well. There was some big scholar come out from Toronto, mashallah. And then throughout the summer, mashallah, we were very busy. We had seniors program for the first time. We had dedicated brothers and volunteers team conducting seniors program, mashallah. We took 2 trips for seniors outside of the Lower Mainland, and mashallah, they really enjoyed it. They really connected to the Masjid, with some of the scholars who took them out. And alhamdulillah, the seniors program, we plan to continue inshallah next year as well, so that continue benefiting the community inshallah. And also we had summer job grants for students. Alhamdulillah, we had 5 positions for students this past summer. We hired some of the students from the community, mashallah, they benefited. They were able to volunteer to the masjid, as well as they were paid for their work by the government's grant. So we plan to continue that next year as well, inshallah, so that the youth in the community can continue benefiting. As well, mashallah, Sheikh Yusuf joined us a few months back. Mashallah, he joined the Guildford Islamic Center as the Imam, and since then he's joined us, we've had many programs, as you've noticed, starting with the Siratul Nabi that we did earlier in the year. Mashallah, we had some of the scholars come out and give talk on the Sirat of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. As well, we had a conference of the Sahaba radiallahu anhu, continue that Sahaba conference next year as well. And then following that, we had the Adhan competition. The first time in the Guildford Islamic Center, we had the Adhan competition for the whole community. MashaAllah, we had people come out from outside of Lower Mainland to participate in the competition, and it was a great benefit for the community. And brothers are planning to, improve their Adhan for next year. They're planning working on it to correct their Adhan and make it better. And we had 3 winners, mashallah, who were the successful participants, and there will be a award ceremony next year for those winners, inshallah, to encourage them to get better for next year. And then we had the Quran competition. Mashallah, that was for grade 2 to grade 8 for all the students. The Nadara, by looking at the Quran, as well as the surah they memorized from the last few juz of the Quran. And that competition went very well, mashallah. And we had the pre-test already. The final will be next year, and then there will be a award ceremony. So we're still waiting for that to complete. We've already had the pre-test of the students who registered. We had how many students? 125 students, mashallah. So all the students, mashallah, from grade 2 to grade 8, they benefited, and inshallah there will be a final test next year. And again, we'll have an award ceremony for the winners of that competition as well. And following that, alhamdulillah, we had the final winter conference that's ongoing. Tomorrow will be the last day of the winter conference. This winter conference, we managed to engage all the scholars from our community. Alhamdulillah, over the 2 weeks, we had a different scholar come out and present some of the topics that they wanted to share with the community. And it was immensely beneficial for the community, mashallah. Some of the brothers I spoke to, they really benefited. The things they learned, the knowledge they were able to gain from those conferences. And just going back, all of these programs, the purpose of these programs is to connect the Muslim Ummah to the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That how we can take benefit from our scholars, from our ulama, the ones who learned, who spent their lives learning the deen of Allah, who spent the effort, they sacrificed their time, their health to gain the deen of Allah and bringing the knowledge to themselves. And now they're sharing that knowledge for the community and bringing that knowledge for the masses. So the purpose is to connect the community to the house of Allah, to sit with the scholars, to learn from the ulama in our community. And we continue to, inshallah, next year make better programs with your help. MashaAllah, the team of volunteers that have participated, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward all the volunteers. We have a great team, mashallah, brothers who are willing to go out, sacrifice their time, their health, their wealth for the sake of Allah. May Allah continue to reward them and may Allah grant them wealth and health to continue benefiting the Ummah, inshallah. So with that, inshallah, we have the winter conference concluding. We have a program tonight as well. Sheikh Jahangir will be coming to talk about on the topic of Dajjal, and we'll have the Itikaf program tonight for the youth 15 plus, for age 15 plus. And that program will continue the Itikaf overnight, and inshallah there will be breakfast for all the youth who will stay overnight tomorrow. And tomorrow will be our last talk of the winter conference. So definitely take benefit of these conferences, these talks, and please participate and take benefit as much as possible. Finally, inshallah, I'll pass it on to Sheikh Junaid. He will share with us the details of our madrasa. So even Mas'ood Madrasah, mashallah, there's great things happening there. So I'll pass it on to Sheikh Junaid to share with us.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out tonight to our event, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you for your efforts and your sacrifices. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this event successful, inshallah. So today, inshallah, I'd like to go briefly over our madrasa. From where it started, where is it now, and inshallah what we'll be doing in the future. So alhamdulillah, this madrasa was established in 2016, and At that time, there was about 5 to 10 students when it first started. And our first teacher that we had in the Madrasa was Sheikh Umar Al-Ani, our previous Imam, who has moved to Ontario now. And Alhamdulillah, I got the honor of joining Guildford Islamic Center and having the responsibility of looking after the Madrasa in March of 2018. When I came, at that time there was about 15 to 20 students in the Madrasa. And Alhamdulillah, after efforts from the management, from the volunteers, from the parents and the teachers, Alhamdulillah, today we have a total of 165 students in the weekday and the weekend Madrasa total. So this is something that we need to bring into the life of every child. Deen is a part of our daily life. And without it, my respected brothers and elders, we are unsuccessful. And children come to these institutions to learn about Deen. We teach them about the fiqh, the aqidah, history, and then they learn about akhlaq and adab, and they learn about the Hadith of Nabi Karim sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. They learn how to recite the Quran, and they practice it in their daily lives. Which is why our concern and fikr is that every child in this community should be a part of the madrasa where they can learn the basic fundamentals of deen, and that no child is deprived of deen knowledge. This is our biggest concern and our fikr, that we want every single child to be in the madrasa. For this to happen, we need your support, we need your du'as, and we need you to enroll your children in the madrasa. Many Muslim children, they don't have the opportunity, they don't have the financial support to go to an Islamic school, and because they're not going to an Islamic school, they're not getting the same knowledge as those who are going to Islamic school. And this is why we have established these madaris across Canada, across the world, so that children that are going to normal schools, they can come to these institutions and they still learn about deen on a daily basis. So I just would like to go briefly over the numbers that we have in our weekday madrasa and our weekend madrasa. In the weekday madrasa, we have 50 boys and we have 30 girls, which is a total of 80 students in the weekday madrasa. And we have 3 female teachers who are teaching. 2 of them are teaching the girls, and 1 of the female teachers is teaching the kindergarten boys. And then we have 2 male teachers, myself and Hafiz Salahuddin. So both of us are teaching the boys. And then in the weekend madrasa we have 30 boys and we have 37 girls, total of 67 students. And we have 2 female teachers which are teaching the girls, and then we have 2 male teachers that are teaching the boys. And also on Sundays we have the preschool classes. And in the preschool class we have 9 boys and we have 9 girls, and 1 sister is looking after this class. And this is a total of 18 students in the preschool class. So the students, they equal 165 students. And inshallah, we have some future plans for the madrasa. Right now we are currently teaching basic fundamentals of deen, basic reading of the Quran, and inshallah our future plan is that we have full-time and a part-time health class for these students as well. We want to establish a class where a child can learn the Quran and memorize it, being here full-time or part-time. And inshallah, Sheikh Yusuf has some ideas that we want to establish Islamic Studies and Tutoring program for the secondary students. So inshallah we'll be working on this and we're trying to get this to start in September of 2023 inshallah. So this will be for boys and girls from grade 8 to 12, and this will include Arabic grammar, fiqh, Islamic jurisprudence, the seerah, the biography of Nabi Kareem sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, a hadith analysis, and the Quran translation and tafsir of the Quran, and Arabic literature, and much more inshallah. So this is some of the future plans that we have for the Madrasa. We need your support and we need your du'as for this to become a success inshallah. And I will inshallah end with this, and I will pass it on to Sheikh Yusuf inshallah. Brother Sikandar, he will be talking a little bit about maqas inshallah, and then we'll start the fundraising.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Just had to say it again. Mafaz actually started, it became live in November of this year, alhamdulillah, and I just want to give a quick update. We have about 400 families already signed up with us. And the cost right now for per janaza is about $20. Actually, you know what? Whoever knows about mafaz or have heard about it, please raise your hand. So I know. Okay, so a lot of people don't even know what mafaz is. So I'll just give a brief overview. This is it stands for Muslim Funeral Aid Services. And this is a funeral program started by GICC this year. It basically covers the full cost of the janaza, and we divide the cost between all the members equally. And the idea is to save you from the burden of the cost of the janaza that is happening here in BC. As many of you know, we're always collecting donations in the masjid for someone who has passed away and they have left their loved ones. So we created this program to alleviate the burden, and alhamdulillah we have achieved that, but we are trying to double it. So right now the cost is $20. My aim is to have it single digits, like maybe $5 or $3. So in order to do that, I ask everyone to please look into this program, sign up with us. There is no hidden cost, there is no monthly cost. We're not really looking for your donations. This is a member-based program. There is a one-time registration fee of $125 for the principal applicant and $25 for your spouse and unmarried children under the age of 25. Once you're registered, no one pays anything else apart from when someone from the member base passes away. So for instance, let's say if someone passes away in 6 months, the cost will be divided between all the members. So the cost right now for Chilliwack is around $7,000 to $8,000. And we have about 400 members. If you divide it, if my math is correct, it's about $20, more or less. So that $20 will be sadaqah jariyah for you and your family until your turn comes. Basically, this is the program. Very simple. So I urge everyone who has not heard about it to please scan this barcode. We have a website. Everything is online. It's a very secure platform. We have You can fill the application online and take the payment as well. Everything is online. And then once you become a member, we will contact you by email and tell you the next steps, inshallah. So with this, I urge everyone to sign up, and if they have any questions, I will be around because this is a program which is actually for everyone living here in BC. Inshallah. Jazakallah khair. With this, I'll pass on to Sheikh Yusuf. Salam.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam.
I didn't want to start fundraising and already people are scared. People are with full pockets. Ready to empty the pockets? Ready to empty the pockets? Say inshallah. This is not emptying the pockets. You think you are emptying your pockets, but in reality you are filling your pockets. Inshallah, we'll recite a few ayats from the Quran and then we'll begin, inshallah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. مثل الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله كمثل حبة أنبتت 7 سنابل في كل سنبلة 100 حبة والله يضاعف لمن يشاء والله واسع عليم. الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله ثم لا يتبعون ما أنفقوا منا ولا أذى لهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. قول معروف ومغفرة خير من صدقة يتبعها أذى والله غني حليم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تبطلوا صدقاتكم بالمن والأذى كالذي ينفق ماله رئاء الناس ولا يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر فمثله كمثل صفوان عليه تراب
والله بما تعملون بصير أيود أحدكم أن تكون له جنة من نخيل وأعناب تجري من تحتها الأنهار له فيها من كل الثمرات فأصابها إعصار فيه نار فاحترقت كذلك يبين الله لكم الآيات لعلكم تتفكرون يا أيها الذين آمنوا أنفقوا من طيبات ما كسبتم ومما أخرجنا لكم من الأرض ولا تيمموا الخبيث منه تنفقون ولستم بآخذيه إلا أن تغمضوا فيه واعلموا أن الله غني حميد الشيطان يعدكم الفقر ويأمركم بالفحشاء والله يعدكم مغفرة منه وفضلا والله واسع عليم صدق الله العظيم
جزاك الله خير.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد قال تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الذين ينفقون أموالهم بالليل والنهار سرا وعلانية فلهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون صدق الله العظيم وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم السخي قريب من الله قريب من الجنة قريب من الناس بعيد من النار والبخيل بعيد من الله بعيد من الجنة بعيد من الناس قريب من النار وكما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. Honorable ulama kiram, my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, all praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the Rabb of the universe, the most kind, the most merciful, the master of the day of judgment. We only worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and seek assistance only from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us in the straight path, the path of those upon whom Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent down His favor, the path of Anbiya alayhi salatu wassalam, Siddiqeen, Shuhada and Saliheen. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not to make us walk on the path of those upon whom the anger of Allah has come down and those who are astray. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, I would like to thank each one of you for coming here tonight, taking out your time and spending your time in the Masjid and coming with the intention of donating to the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I would like to thank each one of you, that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward each one of you for coming here tonight and supporting your local musalla, your local masjid, your local madrasa. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept this. And with this also I would like to thank the board members of GICC for arranging this night and for arranging many of our events, which you know the community, not only in Guildford, not only in Surrey, but throughout we see that are benefiting, listening to the programs on site, online. May Allah accept their efforts also. And also I would like to thank and appreciate our sponsors for tonight. As you can see, we have the names here: Lahori Restaurant, which is located in Payal Business Center, and Lahori restaurants, as we know, is mashallah well known for serving their breakfast Saturday, Sunday, the halwa puri and the chole bhature, and then mashallah. So they are one of our main sponsors tonight. If anyone wants to try some nice chole bhature and halwa puri, make sure you don't have cholesterol, otherwise it's going to be difficult for you. So you can go and try those chole bhature and that. So I would like to thank Brother Ikramullah for sponsoring our event tonight. And as you can see, our second sponsor, Brother Mas'ood Madrasah, who has a pharmacy, and mashallah it's located on 6th Avenue. And Brother Mas'ood Madrasah, you just send him the prescription, the photo, and inshallah the medicine will be delivered to your home. So if you have any difficulty in finding the medicine, just send the picture on the number that is there, and inshallah you will get the medicine. So I would like to thank the pharmacy also. These are our Muslim businesses. We should try and support them. Because when we support these Muslim businesses, what happens? The donation comes back to the Masjid and the Madrasa. And our third sponsor, our brother Ibrahim Al-Barakah, who is also the committee member and the big supporter of GICC. As you know, his store is located on 108th Avenue, and Al-Barakah is also known for selling, mashallah, halal meat, known for selling some delicious kebabs, some delicious lamb chops and steaks and that. So if anyone is familiar with the Arab food and mashallah you want to eat some Middle Eastern food, you can go and try with Al-Barakah, the grocery, the halal groceries and halal butchery. So these are our main sponsors. And the last one, Islamic Relief of Canada. As you know, Islamic Relief of Canada has been mashallah helping us in many of our events, and they are always there to support us and always there to help us. So throughout these 4 months, you have seen many events that have been taking place, and there is also an event that is coming up. So all these events are supported by these sponsors, and also each one of you sitting here who is visiting Bilfat Musalla on daily basis, whose kids are coming to Madrasa on daily basis. Now, I'm not a man of fundraiser. It was supposed to be Sheikh Shariar who was supposed to come and do the fundraising tonight, but unfortunately his flight was delayed and he's stuck in Toronto, so I was put on the spot to do the fundraising. So you know and I know. If you want, I can speak for 30 minutes and then we do the fundraising, or if you want, we can start now, so we finish early, we have dinner early. The maqsad is not bayan. The maqsad today is just to take out money. Right? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, each one of us sitting here, besides the youngsters, we have come from outside Canada, right? First generation. Who is the second generation here? Raise your hands. Second generation. 1, 2. Now each one of us know where the countries we have come from. Majority Muslim countries. Middle East, Africa, Asia. The environment is different there. Majority of the Muslim countries, the masjids and the madrasas are run by the government. Why? Because they are Muslim countries. So you don't have to look for land to buy a land. You don't have to worry about the wages for the imams. You don't have to worry about the madrasa fees. You don't have to worry about paying the teachers. You don't have to worry about electricity bills, water bills, utilities, nothing. Everything is taken care by the government. Why? Because it's a Muslim country. But now, it's not the same case here in Canada, in North America, in this part of the world. Here, we as Muslims who have migrated to this part of the world, to this land, we have to work together to see how we can establish the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how we can purchase the land, how we can build a masjid, how we can gather the community, how we can protect the iman of the future generation. Because one thing is very clear and cut. To save the Islam and the iman of the coming generation, you cannot do this without having a masjid. You cannot do this. You can't achieve this without having a masjid and a madrasa. So if you want the iman of your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, till the Qiyamah, your progeny's iman to be saved, to be safeguarded, you have to build the masjid. You have to invest in building the masajid. You have to invest in building the madaris, in running the madaris. Without these investments, there is no way we can protect the iman of our future generation. The importance of masajid. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in the Holy Quran, Inna awwala bayt wudi'a lin-nas lalladhi bi Makkah mubarakan wa hudan lil alamin. That the first house which was built for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was the Kaaba. And Allah says, we made that sacred house a means of guidance, a means of blessing for the entire humanity. It comes in a hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Ahabbul biladi ila Allahi masajiduha. The most beloved place in the sight of Allah is the masjid. The most beloved, Allah loves masjid. And Allah loves those people who frequent the masajid. That's why it comes in a hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, the 7 people who will be granted the shade of the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, minhum rajulun qalbuhu mu'allaqun bil masajid. From the 7 people, that person, that brother, that sister whose heart is connected to the masjid, tomorrow on the day of Qiyamah, he will be under the shade of the arsh of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Our hearts have to be connected to the masajid. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, when he migrated from Makkah Mukarramah to Medina Munawwara, where did he stop? Where did he stop? After Ghar Thawr? Sorry? Sorry? Quba. How many days Nabi Sallallahu stayed in Quba? How many days? How many days? Sorry?
7 days.
Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam stayed in Quba for 14 days. How many days? You know what he did in 14 days? You know what he did? Anyone?
Build the Masjid.
He built the masjid. In how many days? 14 days. 14 days Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam built a masjid in Quba. After Quba, where Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam migrated to? Brothers, where did he go? Madina Munawwara. And what did Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam do in Madina Munawwara? Sorry? In how many months? How many days? The construction of Masjid Nabawi sallallahu alaihi wasallam took place in 7 months. So 14 days Nabi Sallallahu built Masjid Quba. 7 months. Nabi Sallallahu already started building Masjid Nabawi, but it took a period of 7 months. In 7 months Masjid Nabawi was ready. Was ready. What does this show to us? Today if you go for holidays, 14 days, Hawaii, are you going to build a masjid there for 14 days? No, I'm just here for holidays. Are you going to give importance? Huh? Yes or no? You're not going to give importance. Why? I'm just here for a few days. Why should I give importance to anything? I'm here, I'm going to enjoy myself and go back to my home. To show the ummah the importance of building the masajid, the importance of building these centers. 14 days Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam builds the masjid. As soon as he migrates to Medina Munawwara, the first thing Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam does is gathers the Sahaba and says, we have to build the masjid. And the construction of Masjid Nabawi takes 7 months, and in 7 months the masjid is ready. Today I want to ask, let us ask ourselves, in Guildford, how many years do you have stayed in the locality of Guildford? How many years? 15 years. When was the Musalla started? 2008. What is the year now?
2022.
23? How many years have passed? Sorry? Brothers, we're gonna have nice beef korma. Please raise your voice. 14 years. Do we have a masjid? Do we have a masjid? Is there a need for the masjid? Yes or no?
Yes.
So we all agree there is a need for the masjid, right?
Yes.
Is there a need for this musalla? Yes or no?
Yes.
We all agree we need a musalla. Is there a need for the Mas'ood Madrasah? Yes or no?
Yes.
We need the madrasa. We need the musalla. We need the masjid. So then what is holding us back? What is holding us back? Somebody said cash. Cash is holding us back. So you know the answer. You know the answer. The Muslim community in Guildford, in Surrey, in BC, throughout Canada has been growing rapidly. In the past 2 Jummahs we have been noticing the first Jummah, second Jummah, third Jummah, all 3 Jummahs, both the units are filled. 250 people for the first Jummah, 250 people for the second Jummah, 250 for the third, 750 males. And for each Jummah, female side, sister side, approximately 70-75. So 250. So 1,000 Muslims are praying Jummah Salah in this Musalla. 1,000 Muslims. And it is very sad, 1,000 Muslims coming for Jummah Salah, coming for Eid Salah, yet we don't have our own masjid. MashaAllah, the committee is trying, the brothers are trying to get a lot. But we need your du'as, we need your contribution, we need funds to where the community, the committee can buy a piece of land, where we can have our own masjid, where we can have our own Islamic school, where we can have our own madrasa, where the children can come and enjoy themselves by playing sports, learning the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the community united. There are so many events that we would like to do in Guildford because of lack of space. Like the Sheikh just mentioned, starting off his class, memorizing the Quran, starting off the Alim program for the boys and girls, starting off the program for the high school students, for boys and girls from grade 8 to 12. But we need your support. We need funds. And one thing we should realize, that we're not asking you for funds for our own self. We're asking you for funds to protect your own children's iman. Because when these masajids are built, madaris are established, your own children, grandchildren are going to come here and become hafiz of Quran, become alim, become sheikh, become a Muslim. They're going to learn the deen of Allah. They're going to become da'i. They're going to represent Islam. So the benefit is of the entire Muslim community. So my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, we are very behind in terms of establishing the deen of Allah. We can't wait more. We can't wait anymore. We have to act. And we have to act very fast. We can't lose generations upon generations. I know so many brothers in the Sheikh, we have lost so many youngsters, boys and girls. We have lost an entire generation. Not one, but 2 generations of Muslims. Why? Because we did not fund our masajid. So when we did not fund our masajid, madaris, we could not hire ulama, we could not hire imams, we could not hire teachers. Lack of funds, no imam. Lack of funds, no teachers. Lack of funds, no scholars. What happens? Walk in, walk out. There is no spirituality. There is no way you can educate yourself. There is no way you can gain the closeness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No one to teach the Quran, no one to study the Quran, no one to teach tafsir, no one to study tafsir, no one to teach hadith, no one to learn hadith. You want to save the iman of your future generation, you need to start investing in Mas'ood Madrasah. Today I can ask how many brothers, we've been living in Surrey or Guildford for 20 years, 30 years. MashaAllah, 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 you own your own house. Am I right? Many brothers sitting here, they own the house. And not only here, I can tell you in the Guildford, easily 100 to 150 families, they're owning their homes. $1 million, 1.5 million, 2 million, $3 million homes. Because I know sometimes you visit the families and they say, MashaAllah, Shaykh, this is my house. I built it for 3 million, I built it for 2 million. So, we gave priority to our own homes and not the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Where the Nabi of Allah, we learn from the Sunnah, he did not build his own house, but he built the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As Muslims, as the Ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it is our duty and responsibility, whichever place, whichever city, whichever town, whichever country you migrate to, your first priority before building your house, before starting your own business, your priority is first to establish the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's first to build a masjid.
So 85 people viewed it.
This is our priority.
That's actually seen
So my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, we all agree we need a masjid. We all agree we need the madrasa. We all agree we need these programs to keep us alive spiritually. So the programs can only be done with the fadl of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and with our funds. You know, sometimes when you think of these funds, it might look such a big amount, but it is not a big amount. For example, on the flyer we see the yearly cost of GICC in the Mas'ood Madrasah, approximately $284,000. Say for example $300,000 a year. So $25,000 a month. How many Muslim family homes in Guildford area? Anyone? How many?
600, 700.
600?
Brother Hussein is saying 600. Anyone? How many Muslim families in Guildford area?
1200.
I'm talking about the homes. Homes. 500 homes. 500. So divide $25,000 in 500.
500.
Can someone do the calculation?
500.
500 then.
Give an example. Today, mashallah,
50?
every brother and sister are working. Our sisters listening on the other side, you are also working. Brothers are also working. In winter, every single person has Tim Hortons, like Canadians. Tim is life, you can't live without Tim Hortons, Canadians. How much is coffee? How much is one coffee? $2. In summer, everyone has Slurpee, 7-Eleven, right? You have Slurpee or ice cap. Mona is Canadian, she's telling me ice cap, not Slurpee. Sorry. How much is ice cap?
3.5.
3.5.
I'm gonna have it.
If you donate every day only $1, how much? $1. So in a month, how much?
$30.
$30. Sister donates $1 per day. How much? 30. So from one house, how much you getting? $60. Divide $60, multiply $6 by 12. How much? $720. 720 multiplied by 400 homes. $288,000. Right? So 400 houses, dollar per day. Is it difficult? Is it difficult? You know, recently we had a child in grade 2 weeks ago. So he finished the Qaida Ahsan al-Qawaid, reading alphabets, alif, ba, ta, ta, jim, ha. This child tells his mother that, Mom, I finished reading this book, alphabets, Arabic alphabets. So now I want to give a party to the madrasa. So the mother approaches my wife and says that my child would like to have a pizza party. So how many kids in the madrasa? So I said 115. So what's the cost going to be? Approximately $500. So the mother tells the son, he's in grade 2, 7 years old, that it's going to cost $500. So the 7-year-old boy asks the mother, how much money do you have in my bank account? So the mother tells him, you have $500. So the child says, it's okay, Mama, give my $500 for the pizza party. A 7-year-old child tells the mother, whatever I have, give it. Out of happiness that he has just finished the Qaida. When I heard this is 2 weeks ago, I'm telling you, 2 weeks ago. Look at the excitement of the child. A 7-year-old child, he's so happy, he has finished the alphabets, Arabic alphabets, and now he wants to give a party. So the mother says, you know, what are you going to have left for yourself? Rather give 400 and keep 100 for you. He says, no, Mama, I want to give everything. So a 7-year-old child can donate $500. Me and you, we are working, we can't donate. So, as you know, mashallah, the children, they get child benefit also in Canada. Alhamdulillah, thumma alhamdulillah. Our brothers are working, sisters are working, mashallah. So $1 per day solves your problem. We're not even asking for more. As I said, it might look $300,000, $25,000. But if you work together, what happens? If you work together hand in hand, you can achieve many things. I'll give you an example. There was a king. So his daughter was getting married. So that locality, the city was known for milk. People had many cows, buffaloes. So they were known for the business of milk. So the king made an announcement that tomorrow is my daughter's wedding. So many guests are going to be coming. So I'm going to place drums, big drums outside the palace. Each one of you should bring milk and drop milk in the drum. So we can give milk to all the guests who are coming as a gesture of appreciation when we welcome them. Subhanallah. Now I went home, I thought, Brother Ammar is going to put milk, Brother Wasim is going to put milk. If I throw one bottle of water inside, is anyone going to know? You have a 50-liter drum and you throw 5-liter water. Can you notice? Can you notice? In the morning when the king opened all the drums, every single drum, not a single drop of milk. Not a single drop of milk. Only water. Why? Because I thought, Brother Ammar is putting the milk, I'm going to put water. Brother Ammar thought, Sheikh is going to put milk, I'm going to put water. So everyone thought he is going to do it, I don't need to do it. So if you're going to have this mentality, it's okay if I don't donate to the madrasa, if someone else will do. No. Today this is what we think. No, it's okay if I don't give, so and so brother will give. If I don't give, so and so brother will give. What happens in the end? You open the donation box, khali, khalas, nothing inside. No. We, each one of us, should take the responsibility. This is my masjid. This is my musalla. This is my madrasa. When you connect something to yourself, mine, you look after it. Like your house, my bedroom, my lounge, my kitchen, my car. No one is going to come and tell you to clean your car. You're going to take the initiative. It's my car. I need to look after it. It's my house. I need to pay the bills. The problem is when we put it on the shoulder of the imam or the shoulder of committees. No, few brothers, let them deal with it. I have nothing to do with this musalla. I have nothing to do with this madrasa. It's not my job. No, each one of you and each one of the Muslim that lives in the GICC area, it is my duty, it is my responsibility to come and finance the masjid, to come and finance the musalla, the madrasa, to look after it. Because today if you don't invest, then don't wait for your future generation to remain on Islam. These are harsh statements, but this is the reality. This is the reality. In this very area, many masajid, as I said, I have visited and I have witnessed. They said 20 years ago, Imam, we have lost so many kids. We don't want to lose these beautiful youngsters. We are investing for them, for our own children. As you know, day by day, the cost of living is getting high. Today, if you don't build a masajid, you think 10 years down the line is going to be easy? When it's already difficult to look for a lot right now. Tomorrow is going to be easy? So until when we want the musalla to keep on paying the rent, we want our own place. So I know today is not a fundraising for the masjid, but just to bring to people's mind attention that yes, the committee is working hard enough, looking for a lot where we can have our own masjid. So we need each one of you to every single day to make dua and ask Allah that Allah, you give us a plot where we can build your house. It comes in a hadith, Rasulullah said, Man bana baytan lillah, banallahu lahu baytan fil jannah. The one who builds the house of Allah in this dunya, Allah will build a palace for him in Jannah. The one who looks after the house of Allah in this dunya, Allah will look after his house in this dunya. Today you want your home to be prosperous, your family to be prosperous. Wallahi, invest in the house of Allah. Come and serve the house of Allah. You will see how Allah will look after your house, how Allah will look after your sustenance, how Allah will look after your family, how Allah will look after your children. Because this is the house of the King of all the kings, Malikul Mulk, Rabbul Alameen. So my dear respected brothers and elders in Islam, as I see, mashallah, most of you are the regular Musallis who are coming to GICC. Don't think if I give, my money is going to become less. Allah Ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, وَيُرْبِ الصَّدَقَاتِ وَيُرْبِ الصَّدَقَاتِ. Allah increases the sadaqah. Yurbi is nourishing. It's like how you have a plant and you put water and the plant keeps on growing, keeps on growing, keeps on growing, keeps on growing. So the sadaqah that you gave, Allah keeps on increasing your wealth. Allah keeps on increasing your wealth. Yurbi, Allah does not say just once, Yazidu sadaqah. Yurbi, Allah keeps on increasing, keeps on increasing. The more you give, the more you get. The more you give, the more you get. This is Sahaba, they gave everything and yet they were multimillionaires. They gave everything, but yet they were multimillionaires. Today we are saving upon saving upon saving, but still we are nothing. Still we are in debt. Why? Because Sahaba understood the secret of getting wealth in this dunya and akhirah. What was that secret? The more you give, the more you get. So don't think, Shaitan, ash-shaytanu ya'idukum al-faqr. Shaitan is going to promise you that no, if you're going to give, you need to pay your bills. You need to pay the school fees. You need to do this. You need to pay that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wallahu ya'idukum maghfiratan minhu wa fadla. And Allah promises you forgiveness and fadlan, your sustenance. So whose promise is true? Shaitan or Allah's? وَمَنْ أَصْدَقُ مِنَ اللَّهِ قِيلًا وَمَنْ أَصْدَقُ مِنَ اللَّهِ حَدِيثًا. There is no one whose statement and whose speech is more truthful than the speech and the statement of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah is saying that yurdi sadaqat, when Allah is saying, Wallahu ya'idukum maghfiratan minhu wa fadla, then why are we hesitating in spending the path of Allah? It is mentioned in Hadith al-Qudsi, Allah says, Yabna Adam, or son of Adam, or daughter of Adam, anfiq unfiq alayk. Spend, and I will spend on you. Imagine the king of all the kings, he's saying, I will spend on you.
Go to the front.
I will spend on you. But you spend. الذين ينفقون أموالهم بالليل والنهار سرا وعلانية فلهم أجرهم عند ربهم ولا خوف عليهم ولا هم يحزنون. Those people who spend their wealth day and night, publicly, secretly in the path of Allah, they will have reward from their Lord, no fear on them, and they will have no sorrow and grief. Today the world is going towards depression, anxiety, grief. You give sadaqah, Allah will remove all your stress. You have the house of Allah, Allah will remove all your anxiety. All your problems in life will be solved. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu in tansurullah yansurkum. Help the deen of Allah, help the house of Allah, help the kalam of Allah. Allah is going to help you. In yansurkumullah fala ghaliba lakum. When Allah is there to help you, no one can overpower you. Rasulullah said, As-sadaqatu tutfi'u ghadab ar-Rabb. Today many of these events, tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, heavy wind, heavy snowfall is happening. Why? Because of the anger of Allah. There is only one thing that can extinguish the anger of Allah, and that is giving in the path of Allah. As-sadaqa tutfi'u ghadab ar-Rabb. It extinguishes completely the anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In this very same hadith, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned that person, رَجُلٌ تَصَدَّقَ بِصَدَقَةٍ فَأَخْفَاهَا حَتَّى لَا تَعْلَمَ شِمَالُهُ مَا تُنْفِقُ يَمِينُهُ. That person who spends his wealth secretly for the pleasure of Allah, in a way that his left hand does not even know what his right hand has spent, tomorrow on the day of Qiyamah, Allah will grant this person the shade of his arsh. So there are virtues upon virtues, virtues upon virtues. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, إِذَا مَاتَ إِبْنُ آدَمْ إِنْقَطَعَ عَنْهُ عَمَلُهُ. When a son of Adam dies, what happens? Everything comes to an end. Now you can't pray salah. Now you can't fast. You can't do anything. Now what is going to happen in your grave? Sadaqah jariyah. That money you donated in establishing the GICC Musalla, in establishing the Mas'ood Madrasah, that $1 you spend in the path of Allah, that is going to be a sadaqah jariyah for you, and is going to come in your assistance and help you in your grave. Today we spend thousands and thousands of dollars on our holidays, on our shoppings, for things we don't need. Like the Sheikh mentioned very beautifully, today we buy things we don't need. We buy things we don't need. To impress people we don't know. We buy things we don't need. To impress people we don't know with the money we don't own. Meaning on credit cards. So you're buying something. Now you can buy a $100 jacket, but now I need to buy a $1,000 Canada Goose jacket to show the people. To impress who? People. Or who's going to be impressed? No one. With the money we don't own. If Allah has given you money, it is an ni'mah, and with being the ni'mah of Allah, it is also an amanah. ثُمَّ لَتُسْأَلُنَّ يَوْمَئِذٍ عَنِ النَّعِيمِ. Verily on the day of Qiyamah, each one of you will be questioned about your ni'mah, that the wealth Allah gave you. The 5 questions that Allah will ask each and every son of Adam on the day of Qiyamah. From the 5 questions, the 3rd question is min ayna iktasaba, and the 4th question wa fima anfaqa. The wealth, how did you earn and where did you spend? So this wealth Allah has given us, we should remember one thing. Many a person says, Sheikh, this is my money, I have worked very hard for it. This is my money, I have spent my days and nights and hours upon hours working for it. Allah says, وَمِمَّا رَزَقْنَاهُمْ يُنْفِقُونَ. That wealth which you think you earned it, that wealth which you think you got it because of your efforts. Allah says, رَزَقْنَاهُمْ. We gave it to you. We gave it to you. If Allah didn't want to give you that wealth, you would be working 24/7. You would not get that wealth. So this wealth that Allah has given us, we should not think it is my wealth. It is Allah's wealth that Allah gave it to me. يَبْسُطُ الرِّزْقَ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ وَيَقْدِرُ. Allah opens the door of sustenance for whomsoever He wants, and Allah closes the door of sustenance for whomsoever He wants. So Allah is telling you, from the money that Allah gave you, you give in this path. So it is not my favor when I give in the Masjid, the Madrasa, that I am giving my money. It's the money that Allah gave me. From that money I am giving, and when I am giving that, Allah is multiplying it and giving back to me. مَنْ جَاءَ بِالْحَسَنَةِ فَلَهُ عَشْرَ أَمْثَالِهَا. Allah multiplies it. Wallahi, Rasulullah said, مَا نَقَصَتْ مَالٌ مِنْ صَدَقَةٍ. The words of Rasulullah are truthful. There is no doubt in it. No doubt whatsoever. The wealth that is given in the path of Allah never ever decreases. 1444 years of Islam, you will not find in the seerah, you will not find in tariq that person, that brother, that sister, he donated in the path of Allah, he donated for the masjid, he donated for the madrasa, and he became poor. Never. Because these are the words of my Habib. There is no way you give in the path of Allah and your wealth decreases. Never. We think that, I'm giving this, my wealth is going to decrease, rather than money lying in the bank statement, in the bank account, and giving no benefit. Wallahi, give in the path of Allah. It is going to increase in dunya, and it is going to increase in akhirah. If you have $50,000 and you just leave it in your bank account, after 1 year still will leave it $50,000. But if you give that $50,000 in the path of Allah, Allah is going to multiply it 10 times. Allah is going to give the reward 700 times more. I just read the Quran ayats right now. So my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, I have mentioned to you the ayats of the Quran and the Hadith of Rasulullah. As I said, when you take something, this is my masjid, my musalla, my madrasa, you will not hesitate in giving. And as when you see, when the brothers are working hard, when our sheikh and the teachers in the madrasa are working day and night hard for our children, for our grandchildren, for our community, we should try and help them in whatever way we can. So now, as you know, the target, the expenses for 1 year is $300,000, approximately, I said, $284,000. So let's start with the fundraising, inshallah. Who is that first person who would like to take the lead and donate in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The first mujahid. Remember the third person, Sheikh Ibrahim, mashallah. Sheikh Ibrahim al-Haq. Subhanallah. May Allah accept. Brothers.
Ask on the other side too, inshallah.
Sister's side. Brother Wasim is saying sisters have more money nowadays, mashallah. Sister side, mashallah. Brother Ammar is saying 30 people, $10,000, 300,000 we can khalas. You don't have to give the entire amount right now. You know, you have the whole year. You can pledge month-wise. You can pledge that I will give every month whatever you can, $50, $100, $200, $500, $1,000, whatever. Nothing is less in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So brothers, let's make intention inshallah. More brothers inshallah. Brother Mahfouz, mashallah. Brother Qadir, mashallah. If the brothers want to mention the amount, don't think that if I mention the amount, my reward will be less. No. In tubudu sadaqat fa wa in tufuha tutuha al-fuqara fa huwa khairun lakum. Sometimes you should mention the amount to encourage others. So you can mention $1,000, $2,000, no problem. Don't think that your reward will be less. So let us mention the amount. Brother Abdul Hamid, mashallah. Yes, how much? Inshallah. Sorry?
I want to be one of the 30, so 10,000.
10,000, mashallah.
Allahu Akbar.
Allah accept. Brother Abdul Hamid, $10,000.
MashaAllah.
29 more. Anyone else with $10,000? You have 12 months, $1,000 a month, inshallah. You make the intention, you make the niyyah, Allah will provide you. You think how is it going to be possible? Don't worry. And it's not necessary that you have to give by yourself. You can make a pledge on behalf of your family. Yourself, your mom, your dad, your wife, your brother, your sister, your son, your daughter, son-in-law, daughter-in-law. Everyone can get together and say from one house, we will try to donate $1,000 a month, inshallah. Any other brother, sister, $10,000, inshallah? Brother Abdul Aziz, $10,000, mashallah. Takbir, Allahu Akbar. May Allah accept. Sorry? Oh, how much? Yes, you can do that. No problem, inshallah. The brothers and sisters who are listening online also, you can donate online. You can donate online also, inshallah. Nothing is coming from the sister side. Maybe someone can just check. Maybe they're going to give us a big surprise in the end, a big amount. If anyone can just check on the sister side, inshallah. Brothers, let us make intention. Let us pledge. Okay, who takes the responsibility that I will try and get $10,000 for GICC? Who takes the responsibility? That I will speak to my family, my friends, and I will try and get $10,000 for GICC. Anyone? A lot of youngsters sitting here, mashallah. Youngsters also know whatever you can. $50, $100, give in the path of Allah. You're going to get, Allah is going to multiply it 10 times. each one of us to make sure that whatever we can before we get up, we donate something for the path of Allah, for this Masjid Madrasa. Whatever you can. But before we leave this place, give something in the path of Allah. And as I said, whatever you're giving, you're getting the reward in this dunya and akhirah. And it is an investment for our own children, for our own grandchildren. We will leave this world, but the legacy that we leave behind, the masjid that we leave behind, the madrasa that we leave behind, this is what is going to help us in our qabr and akhirah. The money that we spend on dunya, on the holidays and stuff, everything is going to come to an end. The food that you eat is gone. The clothes that you wear are gone old. وَالْبَاقِيَاتُ الصَّالِحَاتُ خَيْرٌ عِنْدَ رَبِّكَ ثَوَابًا وَخَيْرٌ مَرَدًا. The righteous deeds that remain forever. What is those righteous deeds? What are those deeds? The money you spend in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So come brothers, Bismillah. Don't think where is the money going to come from, how is it going to come. You make the intention, Allah will make the ways. You pledge, Allah will open the doors. You pledge, Allah will open the doors. إِنَّمَا الْأَعْمَالُ بِالنِّيَّاتِ Rasulullah said, the foundation of all actions is based on our intentions. Rasulullah said, أَنَا عِنْدَ ظَنِّ عَبْدِي, that Allah deals with a person the way he thinks about Allah. When you donate in the path of Allah, Allah is definitely going to give it back to you. So every brother sitting here, make sure you give some amount in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. At least brothers, who take the responsibility of going out to our families and our relatives and collecting funds? Who takes the responsibility? Each one of us, inshallah. We should all try, speak to our family members, speak to our friends, and try and collect some, whatever we can. Anything from the sister side?
Lower the bar to $5,000.
$5,000, okay, $5,000. We have come down from $10,000 to $5,000. Approximately, mashallah, brother Ahmed Hussein, mashallah, $5,000. Takbir. Allah, may Allah accept. Brother Ahmed Hussein, $5,000. Any other brother? $5,000. $500 a month. It's not difficult.
From the sister side, $4,000.
MashaAllah. $4,000 from the sister side. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
MashaAllah. 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 Youngsters, mashallah, I see many youngsters sitting here. Don't worry about what's going to happen in the future. They're all working. Shaykh is saying they're all working. Subhanallah. How then the impression they're not working? So mashallah, each one of you working. Pledge some amount, inshallah. Anyone else? $5,000? $5,000. $5,000. $2,500. $2,500. Anyone, inshallah? MashaAllah. Our principal Sahib Chef Junaid, MashaAllah. $2,500. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
MashaAllah. Our Imams, our Shuyukhs, MashaAllah, pledging for big amounts like
Can you ask
that.
what's the total so far? Can you ask what's the total so far from here and from the sisters?
Anyone, inshallah, $2,500. MashaAllah. Brother, your name?
Farazi.
Sorry?
Farazi.
Faraz Hasan.
25.
Razi. Razi, MashaAllah. Brother Razi, MashaAllah. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
MashaAllah. 2,500 inshallah. The food is getting cold, we need to hurry up inshallah. $2,500 inshallah. $2,000. $2,000. $2,000. MashaAllah, our chairman sir, brother was saying $2,000. MashaAllah. Well accepted. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
MashaAllah. $2,000. $100 a month, $1,200. That's easy now, $100 a month. MashaAllah, your name brother? Brother Imtiaz, MashaAllah, $1,200. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
MashaAllah. Brother Ammar, $1,200. MashaAllah, may Allah accept. Dr. Jibreel, MashaAllah, $1,200. May Allah accept. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Brother's name? Ma'roof, brother Ma'roof, MashaAllah, $1,200. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
$100 is not difficult, brothers and sisters. Only $100 a month. $1,200. $1,200. $1,200. You give $60, wife gives $60. Easy. You know, today if you go eat out in the restaurant, one meal is going to cost you around $60 to $70. Right? One meal, easy. So $100 a month, sacrifices one meal for the house of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So $1,200. $100 a month. Then on the last offer, I think each and everyone sitting here can do it. $50 a month, $600 a year. Who's ready, inshallah? Everyone. Name, mashallah? Faraj Shihabuddin, mashallah. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
I think, brothers, you can give the $50 pledge from to everyone. $50 a month, come on. I think that each and every one of us can do it. Even a child who's getting child benefit, even he can give $50 a month. Even a 2-year-old kid can give $50 a month. Right? Youngsters, mashallah, you guys are working now, winter break, summer break, spring break, what's happening? Don't worry about saving up for your marriage. Allah will make the way out. Give in the path of Allah. You give, Allah will give you good spouse. Thinking of your big day, giving on the path of Allah, Allah will make your day big. Allah will make your life big. Let us make intention, $50 a month. Brother Wasim is saying those who are already contributing on a monthly basis, they can increase their amount inshallah. As you know, the rent goes up, gas price goes up, grocery price goes up, so donation price also going up now. We're going in 2023. So if you are giving $30 this year, next year $60 a month. If you are giving $50, next year $100 a month. Youngsters, You know, Mus'ab bin Umair radiallahu ta'ala was the most wealthiest youngster in Makkah Mukarramah. You know how rich he was? You know how rich? His pair of clothes, his one pair of clothes would cost him how much? 200 dirhams. 200 dirhams. At a time when the price of one goat was 2 dirhams. So you could buy a goat with 2 dirhams, and his one pair of clothes was 200 dirhams. So with 200 dirhams, how many goats can you buy? How many goats? Youngsters, please, I need your attention. I need your attention. His one pair of clothes was 200 dirhams. And at that time, the price of one goat was 2 dirhams. So how many goats can you buy with 200 dirhams? Sorry? 100 goats. Right. Today in BC, what is the price of one goat?
250.
Ah, yes, you live in Israel.
How much is the
$500.
total now? How much is
So
the
100 gold, what will be the price? 500 for one gold. So 100 gold, what will be the price?
39. 39
$50,000. So $50,000 was one pair of clothes of Mus'ab bin Umair. You can imagine how much money he had. When he embraced Islam, all the wealth, everything, the mother took away. He sacrificed all his wealth, everything luxury for this dunya. It was known about him, the perfume that he would use, you could not even find that perfume in Makkah. The perfume that he would wear, they would have to get it from, export it from outside. And the perfume he would use, people would know that Mus'ab has passed from his belly. That's how the strong smell of the perfume. He was a youngster, like you people, youngster. But he gave up everything. For who? For Allah. For Allah. So you should not think that, Sheikh, I'm still studying. Sheikh, I still need to get married. Sheikh, I still need to pay my university tuition fees and that. You give, Allah will open the doors for you. Few days ago, I listened to one Sheikh. The Sheikh said that I got married and I had 3 children. And I wanted to do my PhD. But I had no job, I had no money. Wife and 3 children. And no money and no job. And I wanted to study university. I was thinking, how is it going to happen? So well, I applied for that, for the PhD, and I gave my exam. 10,000 people applied. And out of those 10,000, 600 were accepted. And out of those 600, I was accepted. Now when I was accepted, I was worried, how am I going to pay the fees? Because this was one of the most expensive universities in America. How am I going to pay? And I have a wife to look after, I have 3 kids to look after. The Sheikh mentions that the university said, for the next 5 years, when you're going to study, we're going to provide accommodation, your tuition fees, and we're going to give you the amount of groceries for you and your family. 5 years. So you think that money that you're saving for after 5 years, 10 years, Allah will open the doors. The Sheikh said 5 years I studied without any job, and my wife was with me, my 3 kids were with me. So we think that no, how is it going to happen? Allah makes it happen. Allah makes it happen. But you need to give something. You know, I always say in Canada we are here the first generation. You know, the first and the second generation always have to sacrifice everything. For the third, fourth and fifth generation to enjoy Masjid, Madaris, Islam, the first generation and second generation have to sacrifice. Me and you, we are the first and second. If today we don't put our foot down, today we don't sacrifice, there is nothing we're leaving behind for the third and fourth generation coming. So brothers and sisters, don't worry what's going to happen to your bank account, what's going to happen. Wallahi, Allah will look after you. You look after the house of Allah, Allah will look after your house. So youngsters, some pledges, inshallah. Who's the youngster who stands up and says, let's start with him? Whatever amount, $50 a month, inshallah. You pledge, Allah will open the doors, Allah will open the doors. Youngsters, which youngster takes the lead, inshallah? Which youngster, mashallah?
كارم
You know, you are our
نفس
future.
الايفنت احنا ايش
30 years, 40 years down the line, you are going to be our leaders. You are going to be running a Masjid. Oh, mashallah. Brother Haris, how much, inshallah? 600, mashallah. Takbir. Brother Haris is studying, and mashallah, he has pledged $600. Allah accept. He still needs to get married, but mashallah, don't worry. You gave 600, Allah will give rank a good spouse, and Allah will give barakah.
بعتيلي تكست اذا بدك بشوف التكست وبعت لك شو ممكن بختار.
Sorry? You need to graduate, inshallah. You will graduate, inshallah. Many youngsters sitting here, mashallah. Pledge. Farhan, how much, inshallah? 600, mashallah. Takbir.
الله أكبر.
Grade 10 student, mashallah. The reason I'm focusing on the youngsters, because 20-30 years from now, you are going to be our leaders. So you need to become our role model. Starting from now, we should be having importance of spending the path of Allah. From now. As I just mentioned this incident of a grade 2 child, grade 2 student. How happy Allah gets when you at this young age, where you have so much necessities, so many expenses, and you donate that for the sake of Allah. The wealth that the youngster spends is more beloved in the eyes of Allah. Sorry, the senior should not get the word. Yes. You will also accept the word, saying youngsters, because you still have long way ahead. The youngsters, mashallah, more youngsters, $50 a month. $50 a month, inshallah. You know, if your minimum wage in BC is approximately $15. If you work for 4 hours, you get $60. Right? So your 4 hours work, Bismillah. Anything more from the sister side, looks like you only gave once and then halas. Sisters, young sisters also, mashallah. MashaAllah. So each one of us, inshallah, make intention donating the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is your center, your masjid, your musalla, your madrasa. Anything else from the sister side? $1,000 from the sisters, mashallah. Made. A total of $5,000, mashallah, from the sister side. Hafiz Farooq, how much, mashallah? 600. Takbir. Allah accept, mashallah. You guys are our role models. You guys, mashallah. We look up to you. We look up to the youngsters. These centers, this madrasa is going to be running. Future. All yours.
We're pledged just $600.
MashaAllah. Brother Ma'aruf, may Allah accept. Takbir.
We passed 42,000, mashallah.
42,000, mashallah.
We passed it, mashallah.
You passed? You want to make it 50?
Mashallah.
Let's make it 50, brothers. It's not difficult. 50,000. 7 o'clock in 9 minutes. 9 minutes meaning only 8,000. Only 8,000. As I said, not necessary that you make a pledge, you will donate. At least if you take the initiative that, okay, Sheikh, I will bring $3,000 from my family and friends. So who takes the lead, inshallah? Even from the sister side, if any sister can take the responsibility and say that I will collect from my side.
Could you keep this
Okay.
Let's make it 50, inshallah. It's not difficult, brothers. It's not difficult. You only $8,000 a day. Only 8,000. 8 brothers, 4 brothers, 4 sisters. 4 brothers, 4 sisters. You know, we're coming to the end of 2022. What a better way to end our year by giving in the path of Allah. And what a better way to begin a new year by giving in the path of Allah. Where the whole world is spending the money on fireworks. It's approximately $8 billion spent on New Year's Eve, those few minutes on the fireworks and the lights, on the lights. $8 billion. So rather spend that money, end of the year, you end it by spending in the path of Allah. You begin the new year spending in the path of Allah. How prosperous our year will be. How prosperous it will be. How much barakah Allah will grant. So let's close up, inshallah. Brothers are getting hungry also. Let's close up, inshallah. Okay, at least Sheikh is saying $1 per day. Who takes the initiative, inshallah? $1 per day, as I said, it's not difficult. You buy one coffee, $2. Every day brothers are having for breakfast in mornings. Brothers, those who know I'm talking about. Every day in the mornings. Sacrifice it in the morning. $1 per day, $1 per day. MashaAllah, a lot of youngsters, to all the youngsters, so happy. Allah is getting so happy. There's a night where the youth are spending the disobedience of Allah. These youngsters, mashallah, Allah, it is so nice to see, so nice to see these youngsters of this night coming to the house of Allah, spending for the house of Allah. What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. MashaAllah. 46, subhanallah, mashallah. Only 4,000 brothers. Only 4,000. Only 4,000. Only 4,000. 8 people, $500 a month, a year. Only 4,000. Bismillah. Bismillah. 4,000. Then we get inshallah. $4,000 inshallah. $4,000. $4,000. $4,000. MashaAllah. You have 12 months to donate this amount. January 1st to December 31st, 2023. So you have 1 full year to donate. No rush. $4,000 inshallah. 4 minutes left. 4 minutes, $4,000. 4 minutes, $4,000. Brothers and sisters listening online also, you can pledge. You can message one of our brothers through PayPal and pledge inshallah. 4,000 inshallah, 4,000. Anything from sister side inshallah? $4,000. Anyone from sister side? MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Three minutes, brothers. Brother Mustafa, anyone? Sister side? $4,000. $3,000. Only 3,000, mashallah. 3 minutes, $3,000. Khalas. 3 minutes, $3,000. $3,000. Brothers, sisters. 3 brothers, 3 sisters. $500 a month. Inshallah, we'll end it in 3 minutes with $3,000. $3,000. Not much. $3,000. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes, 3,000 inshallah. 2 minutes, 3,000 inshallah. The Sheikh is saying those brothers who are looking to get married, they should donate more.
First time or second time?
If you go in the second time, whatever pledge you got from the sister side, it will go 0. 2 minutes, $3,000 inshallah. 2 minutes, $3,000 inshallah. Anyone inshallah, anyone? $3,000. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1,000, mashallah. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
May Allah accept. May Allah accept. The brother will pledge 5,000 and again $1,000. May Allah accept. Takbir. 1 minute, $2,000. 1 minute, $2,000. Let's finish it. $2,000 inshallah. $2,000. 1 minute. Anyone from sister side? $2,000. MashaAllah, brother. How much? Sorry? 500, mashallah. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
7 o'clock. Last 1,500, inshallah, from Yusuf bin Yaqub. $50,000 done. Khalas.
Allahu Akbar.
Allah accept.
May Allah accept it.
So $50,000. Khalas. Alhamdulillah. Brothers and sisters, may Allah reward each one of you for giving the path of Allah. May Allah grant each one of you afiyah in both the worlds, success in both the worlds, goodness in both the worlds, best in both the worlds. And may Allah keep each one of us happy, healthy and wealthy. And may Allah grant barakah in our sustenance, in our life, in our health, in our home, in our progeny, in our ilm, in our iman, in our amal, in everything we do. And may Allah make this musalla and this madrasa, Darul Ulum, a center of hidayah, of guidance, not only for the people of Guildford, not only for the people of Surrey, but for the entire ummah, where people from throughout the world, boys and girls from throughout the world can come and study the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here, and this place can become a means of hidayah, guidance for each and every human being on the face of this earth. So may Allah reward each one of you again, and inshallah dinner will be served. We might have to delay our Isha Salah because we don't want to rush. We want the brothers and sisters to enjoy their dinner nicely, and then we might, because tomorrow is holiday and it's New Year's Eve. So Jazakumullahu khairan, and once again I would like to thank our sponsors, the GICC brothers and the volunteer brothers for organizing this event. May Allah Ta'ala accept. Just the last in the Etikaf program, inshallah, all the youngsters who have registered, please bring your sleeping bags, your pillows, and you'll be sleeping at night, inshallah. And if anyone sitting here and they have not registered yet, they can come forward and meet Sheikh Junaid in registration.
Sheikh Yusuf, alhamdulillah, the great blessing that Sheikh Yusuf be there with us, alhamdulillah, bless him, bless his family, Allah reward him, all of you guys. I really proud of my community who are always very responsible. Alhamdulillah, they give a very good response whenever we call. I really pray, thanks from my bottom of heart.